Hello everyone, this is Shifa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to talk about short story, the definition, its type and characteristic. First of all, short story is a brief fictional prose narrative that is shorter than a novel and usually deals with only few characters. So basically it is just like a novel. It has a plot, it has themes, it has a motive of writing a story and everything, but the length is comparatively lesser than a regular novel. The type of short stories are love story, adventure story, detective story, psychological story, sci-fi story, moral and social story. So obviously you are going to come across these types of short stories. These are the different types, of which you already know what is love story. Then there is adventure story. You are going to witness a lot of adventures in that. Detective story is a kind of solving a puzzle, solving a mystery. Then we have a psychological story. Then we have sci-fi story. Sci-fi story is basically science fiction related story. And then at the end of the types, you are going to see moral and social. So it is a kind of related to giving a message. Okay. Now we are going to see some of the famous short stories which you can go through, and it is very important through NetSet perspective. The Telltale Heart, Edgar Allan Poe. The Necklace, Guy de Maupassant. The Yellow Wallpaper, Charlotte Perkins Gilman. The Story of an Hour, Kate Chopin. Gift of the Magi, O. Henry. So these are some of the very important short stories, and I am going to show you some more short stories, and they are The Garden Party by Catherine Mansfield, Hills Like White Elephant 1927, it is written. The Snows of Kilimanjaro, Ernest Hemingway. The Lottery, Shirley Jackson. And The Debt and the Dubliners. So these are the two famous short stories written by James Joyce. Now whatever I've mentioned, the short stories, they are important not only in terms of short story, but the writers who have written those short stories, they are equally important for the net perspective. So you can check that out as well. So characteristic of the short story is you can read it in one sitting. So unlike novel, short story can be precisely written in such a way that you can actually sit and read it in hour or two, and it can be read it in one go. Writer should be more careful because you have to write it in such a way that you have to use very minimalistic words. Okay, very short words you need. So you have to put your idea in such a way that with those particular words, with those less words, you have to portray your idea behind writing that story. So writer should be more careful. Now it comes to the length. Short story is shortest, and after short story, novella is in a way a bit larger, and even more larger is the novel. So basically short story is shortest and novel is longest. Then it is the old form of literature. So basically you have witnessed whenever you used to be in your childhood, your grandparents used to tell stories. So similar way it started as an oral literature, and now it has been getting involved, and many people are loving this form. So basically short stories, now modern short stories are also coming up again. Another characteristic is its message. When you are telling short story, it becomes equally important to portray the message of what you are trying to convey, whether it be a fable, whether it be a very normal short story, etc. So you have to portray a certain kind of message through that short story. Again, as I said, you have to be more careful with the words you are choosing, because very short and crisp form it is, and you have to be very precise with your words. You have to capture the reader's attention and interest within that short period of time. You have to use common man characters, because too extreme characters is not going to be liked much. Then again, it should not be too short or too long story. Okay, not too much characters should be involved in short stories, because it would be too much for a very short piece of art. So one must avoid writing with too much characters short story. Then the purpose is very important, why you are writing the short story. Again, as I said, characters. So if you are using too much characters, your character development, showing each and every character development, would be next to impossible, and this is going to retain the reader's interest. Then you have to use a very simple language, because you are using characters which are more of a common man. So it's better. Short stories are basically written, that's why it is different from writing epics. It is more close to drama than novel, because there are times when you can use dialogues as well, and you are in a way trying to narrate a story. Okay, so it looks more closer to drama than to novel. The techniques and discipline used are not as restricted as drama, but yes, there are sort of restriction with case of words, with case of characters, number of characters, words choices. But then again, you have a lot of freedom as compared to drama. And the last characteristic is, it's good to have a signature style for every individual writer. So this was it. I hope you like this video. I'm going to see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.